Hey there, ladies and gents of the Briar community. I just kind of wanted to do I just got the Balkan Sobranie in the mail. I've already smoked 2 bowls of this stuff, and I'm here to tell you it's fantastic. Um, I've heard it, I've seen a lot of reviews on this stuff, and I've heard guys say that, geez, this isn't all it's cracked up to be. And I've heard other guys, and I agree with the other guys, this is just downright decadent. This is decadent tobacco. Um, it's just, it's perfectly said. It's decadent. Now, I must say, the first bowl that I smoked, I was going to do a first impression video, but it was really weird because for like 10 minutes straight, I was just silent. I was just silent, and I felt bad. That's why I didn't post it. Because I was just thinking, I was trying to take all of this tobacco in, all the subtleties, all the nuances. I mean, there's so much complexity there. But it's not an in-your-face complexity. It's so subtle. It's something that you really have to sit down and take and just think and just enjoy it and take it in. And as I was smoking it, I was thinking, I said into the camera, this is something I would smoke when I was trying to impress people. Like if I was going to go downtown for the night, I would bring a pouch of this. I would bring a night's worth of this. This right here is this kind of stuff that people are going to go, ooh, what is that you're smoking? Oh goodness, it's just so good. It's so creamy and interesting. It's just, and the smoke is voluminous. There's so much to the smoke. It's just creamy and smoke. Oh, it's a wonderful tobacco. I mean, it's literally, I've already had 2 bowls. I've just been smoking it up, enjoying it. I mean, it's aged. This is a very well-aged tobacco. And that's pretty much what I've heard about all of the Germain's blends, is they're all quite well aged. And I kind of also, the one thing that I must say though is first of all, I love the presentation. This is how when Dunhill was kicking ass and was top of the line, this is how their stuff was. It was perfectly pleated. It looked beautiful when you opened a tin. Now, I think Dunhill's kind of fallen off a little bit because they're getting out. They're just not really giving a damn, it seems like, anymore. Especially with these new tins. These new tins suck. But anyway, this stuff is pretty moist out of the... It doesn't take but 5 minutes to dry it out, really. But, my only complaint was that... sorry about my arm. I'm trying to dry this out. My only complaint is that they kind of layer the tobacco. It's not almost not mixed very well when you first get it. You know what I mean? Like, I was afraid that I wasn't getting the blend, that I wasn't getting the right components of each. Like, I needed to put it into a jar and, shake it up, so everything gets blended and melded well. Because that's what I want, I want this blend to be perfectly melded. I mean, unless it's meant to be layered, which I don't think it is. Because I did I don't know if it was in the first impression or the Yabo, where I showed the inside of the tin when I first opened it. And it was like, you could tell it was nothing but Orientals on top, I think. At least it looked that way. There was no blacks. It was just like one layer of Orientals on top. And it looked beautiful. But anyway, in the bottom was all the frickin' blacks, the Latakia, all up in the bottom. It's just, so I mixed it up a bit, fluffed up the tin, what was in the tin, and let it dry for a little bit. And I'll show you, just like everybody else shows, this Germain's shag cut, it's just so stringy and good. I like it, honestly. I think it packs well. This stuff burns so good. So good. You would not believe how beautifully it burns down. This is like Dunhill blends, but even better. I mean, even better. And I really thoroughly enjoyed this. And, I haven't tried Penzance or Stonehaven's, Germain's higher end blends, but, to me, this is probably right up there in the top. I could smoke this all day long and love it, and absolutely love it. So, and like I said, I probably won't end up smoking it very often because, it's so hard to get and so expensive. Um, I probably will reserve it for somewhat special occasions after I get through this, maybe the first half of this tin anyway. I really want to get to know it. But after that, I'll probably reserve it for special occasions, for when I want to impress people and whatnot. So, anyway, I'm going to dry this out and come back with a few thoughts on how it smokes. I am just downright in love with this tobacco. Um, like I said, I saw a few reviews where the guys were just saying, eh, meh, it really isn't cracked. It isn't what it's cracked up to be. But, rather than focusing on what a tobacco is not, I try to focus on what it is. And this is an excellent smoke. This is a downright decadent smoke. Smooth, like you wouldn't believe smooth. And also, like I said, it burns very well. Burns like this white ash, and it puffs. The perfect tobacco smokes wonderfully. It's very springy in the bowl, and that's how this is. Just smooth. Now I've smoked this out of 2 briar pipes, and now this is the cob that I'm smoking it in. I smoked it out of a no, I've smoked it out of a briar pipe, I've smoked it out of a morta pipe, and I've smoked it out of a cob pipe. So I've smoked it out of 3 totally different materials, and all 3 times it's been superb. Although I must say the cob, it brings out the flavor in a tobacco. It really does. I'm getting that wonderful incensey nose feel. And it does kind of have this musty quality to it. But it's a very delicious, you can tell the tobacco has some age to it. There's just kind of something going on there in the background you can't quite put your finger on. It's very musty. But oh so good. Doesn't burn hot. And for me, I tend to smoke things kind of hot. And this isn't burning hot at all. I tend to kind of freight train it, I guess you could say. It's really delightful. I wish it was more available. I've heard people talk smack too, talking about, oh, White Knight's better than Balkan Sobranie. Ooh, Black House is better than Balkan Sobranie. They're excellent blends. They're absolutely excellent blends. But so is this. So is this. Um, they're not competing. All these blends have their own. They bring something to the table. Now, rather than trying to choose which one's better, I understand figuring out which one you like best, but trying to figure out which one is the best, I think, is an effort in futility, to say the least. I mean, like I posted this on Reddit or something. This guy jumps in and goes, Balkan Sobranie sucks anyway. You know, White Knight is better, or Black House is better. I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever, man. If that's how you feel about it, great. And you know, I just tried Black House. It's a great tobacco. It's a great tobacco. So is Skiff Mixture. You know, so is Plum Pudding. You know, they're all great tobaccos, but you know, they all have their purpose. You know, and some I don't want to smoke all the time, or some that I won't buy again. Some I do want to buy again. You know, and this one would definitely be one where I would like to, you know, have it in stock. I shouldn't have to worry about that for too long now, or for any time soon. Man, look at all that thick, creamy smoke. And when it gets down to the bottom of the bowl, it really comes alive. Really does. It gives you this wonderful, perfumey, spicy, incensey, just, oh, it's just like a symphony. God, it's so good. It's very good. I mean, if you can get your hands on it, some of it, I would suggest it. You know. Now, I'm not trying to hype this up and make this into some mythical tobacco that you know that you have to have. You know, there are some really good Balkan blends out there that you can thoroughly enjoy. You know, as much as this, but the reason why you know I enjoy other tobaccos for other reasons. Now, this is something different. I've never had something like this. I really like it. Um, you know, if you get an opportunity to try a Germain's blend, I think it would be a good idea to give it a shot. This is the first one I've ever had, but I really like it. It's very good. I mean, and I think that if when you try it, or if you try it, you know, you'll come to the same conclusion. This is a quality tobacco, and you know, it's a shame it's not in stock more because it's a quality tobacco and it's enjoyable in its own right, you know, and it deserves recognition for being an enjoyable blend. And, you know, I'm glad that I was able to try it and able to, you know, give you guys my opinion of it. Um, you know, there's a reason why it's tough to get and why a lot of people have never tried it. You know, I'm surprised that I'm trying it. But I am proof. If you try, you can get it. Like 2 weeks ago, I'd never even heard of Germain's, I would say, maybe or a month ago. And right now I have five or six or four or five Germain's blends. This is the first one I've tried, and I'm very impressed. And I'm definitely gonna continue the fight to get more of it. Different blends, I want to try it all, and you know, but it can be done. They can be got for decent prices too. I bought, I think I'm averaging like $15 an ounce on these, 10, $15 an ounce for the tobacco, which in my mind isn't that bad. I mean, that's as much as they charge in the damn tobacco shops where I live here in Orlando. So in my mind, that's okay. I can pay that. All right, guys. Um, I'll probably come back and after I finish this tin, once I get some of these flavors a little bit more pinned down, and give you guys a more detailed version of a review for Balkan Sobranie. All right, guys. Piper Down's over now.